Good afternoon, good evening, everybody, and welcome to episode 10 of The Cradle of Ruin. There we go. Hello! How are we all? God, 2 streams in 2 days. What is this madness? Cheers. Yeah, not really much to say. Apart from we're back with the D&D. Callie, in fact, Callie, thank you for your 61 months resub. Also, don't give Twitch ideas about lifetime subs. You give those money grabbing bastards an idea, and I'm sure they'll roll with it. But hello everyone, we're back.
We are indeed back.
Hello.
How is everyone feeling? I mean, we've got someone was in yesterday, but we've got the lovely. I was about to call you by your username. Then we've got the lovely Thea and Katrina back. You have been missed. How are you?
About as good as I can be.
Cool.
Press X to doubt.
Ah, dear. So, that said, Yorick, care to give us the rundown on what happened a few weeks ago?
Oh, God. So many moons ago it was.
It's been 84 years.
My memory's not like it used to be. So last time we, Operation Burn Down an entire civilization went into effect, and everybody had a part to play. While Yorick and Grom stoked fires, Thea weakened the support beams to the entrance so we could collapse it on our way out. Eggle, the devious little rascal that he is, planted acid vials on chains that were sporting crucibles full of liquid. I was about to say liquid magma, but it wasn't magma, it was liquid iron. Much worse. Much worse.
Much worse.
Much worse, yeah. While our resident bug, Katrina, ran around like a fucking Pied Piper of death. Bringing all of the moths and all of the monsters to the yard.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it worked. Probably a little too well, as also one of the remaining elders came charging in the room before we could get the fuck out. And the room got a little bit full, a little bit dicey there for a second. But I believe we got out just in time for shit to not go horribly wrong. Because there was a timer on the screen and we were like, oh.
What's that?
Time to go. But yeah, we got out just in time, and that part of the plan went off without too much of a hitch. Everybody got out. The monsters are now coated in slowly cooling iron, so they're not going anywhere if they're still alive at all.
I mean, could you imagine some of them will be stuck there, like waist deep in solid iron, but still alive, moaning into the caverns of Lantern Deep?
I mean,
Shitty way to go. Shitty existence. Not fat.
Turned into a monster. Fuck 'em. Not fat. Not my fuck problem. But yeah, then it was time to escape. Yorick had the bright idea to charge the gates with bombs. It only semi-worked, as he managed to destroy the wretches that were trying to get out. However, the gate is sturdy as fuck, and him and Bods ended up in a heap. While Grom was just like, or you could just open the gate. Which is fair.
Yeah.
We left a message, blasted into the side of the cliff, saying, "Fuck this place. It's dead." And then we headed off home with our two new additions to the group. Although one was close to death and unconscious for the entire trip, and the other is, let's say, he's not in the right mind. I don't even know if he knows what day of the week it is, let alone where he is, what he's doing, what his name is. But he is alive, and he came in helpful later on down the road as we headed home, as we bumped into a convoy going in the opposite direction. We were like, shit, they're probably going to land indeed. Let's just go see who they are and warn them off. And it turned out to be a convoy of heavily armed dwarves, and we're like, fuck. Now we got to tell them the bad news. I do believe Thea did an excellent job.
She did.
Of nearly getting herself killed.
Yeah.
Choosing her words great and just fucking verbal diarrhea all over them.
Yeah, Thea definitely did that.
Oh, was it Katrina, was it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and try to say that, that's something that she would do. But
I mean, that is
didn't.
Absolutely something.
So I will take a sorry and an apology. And I want it to be lengthy.
Whoa.
It's a family trait, and I apologize to no one. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it was Katrina who took the lead in the conversations with the Dwarven caravan. And I mean, I think for better or for worse, it went well.
I mean, we got the desired result, yes.
That result being a convoy of
armored dwarves?
Armored dwarves with cargo from Clearwater.
Oh, yeah. And I believe we ended it just before dawn, right? As we were coming into Hollow Rest.
Yep.
I think everybody but Yorick was asleep. Yorick stayed awake to make sure Bonds fucking did what he was told.
Mm-hmm.
And to guide them in, as last thing we want is people shouting at the gates, "Hey, fucking let us in!" during the fucking silent vigil. That'd have been fucking terrible.
Excellent. Yeah, that's indeed where we finished last session, just on the barren wastes that stretch out in a roughly a 2-mile radius around Hollow Rest. Sun was starting to rise on the horizon. This caravan of heavily armored and armed Lantern Deep dwarves had ploughed through the night. Dangerous as it can be, their either training, martial prowess, the fact that they're covered in practically plate armor, there wasn't a great deal that fucked with you during the nighttime crawl. In the distance, you all see the familiar shape of home. That of Hollow Rest. The large rib-like protrusions that poke out of the ground, silhouetted against the morning sun. Immediately, upon seeing this site, when I get the thing that I need, which would be, do I not have? I don't have portraits on this page. Bear with me. Let's try this again. Ooh. Next to you, Yorick, the voice of Cordek Ironborn, the lead caravaneer, cast a glance across the wastes towards Hollow Rest.
So, this is, Hollow Rest, eh? It's been a while since I was here last. Anything we should know before, we go in?
Well, it might be a bit of a culture shock to you guys, but night times here are silent. The days for working.
And hey, of course nighttime's silence. It's because it's night. Most things are asleep.
Well,
Yeah, but I mean, go on.
no, you go ahead, York.
I mean, everybody's silent. Nobody speaks after dark.
It's called the Silent Vigil.
That's a
So don't
stupid
move your
name.
mouth.
Are you just gonna watch? How do you watch silence?
You would see, just at the corner of his lips, a slight amused smirk rise up. Obviously trying to get a rise out of either Yorick or Katrina.
Yorick's eyebrows twitching. He's tired and he has a short temper at the best of times, so.
Alright, I have heard of your silent vigil. You, no sounds, no lights at night, eh?
That's the one.
Alright. And, I guess since your lot have got, what's his name in your settlement that, a few of our kin won't be too out of place there.
Not at
I
all.
think he's talking about Bard.
Yeah, I know. No, it won't be out of place.
No one likes him.
What? He's very well respected. Listen, I'm sure you will be very welcome because we can always use more, able-bodied fighting folks to help defend the Hollow.
What she's saying is you can't be useless. You need to contribute.
Yeah.
Oh, is that really what she was saying? Oh, well, I appreciate the translation. Thank you.
Yeah, she tends to kind of talk in vibrant colors. I like to mute them down.
Cordek's got his arms crossed at the minute and just offering nod after nod after nod towards you, Thea.
She's my sister, by the way.
Oh, I can see the resemblance to beauties such as yourself. Look, not the time, not the place. I know.
Mm-hmm.
But I am.
You fit right in.
I'm intrigued to know exactly a bit more detail of what exactly happened in Lantern Deep. I know I've picked up a few bits and we've had the odd chat.
And he nods towards several members of the group as he talks about what's transpired. But, well, I dare say that you lot have probably got a fair bit to mention to the old man or the old woman or the rest, eh?
And Sybil will be really helpful with that, I think. She's really the only one who kind of witnessed everything without falling under their influence.
What do you mean everything? She was unconscious half the time.
No, but like...
That's a good
Not
point, Yuri.
Not all the stuff we did, but everything that happened before we got there, guys. Come
Oh.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying, it's like, how the hell is she going to absorb that from being unconscious? But, maybe you know more than I do.
Oh my god! And just she just walks away.
Cordex still stood there with his arms crossed, just grins, and then whistles as the wagons begin to move and follow you, Katrina.
So, about this song and dance that we have to perform outside your settlement, how's that go again?
Song and dance.
Aye, I've heard there's some sort of hocus pocus jiggle your hips you have to do outside the valley to let you in.
You hear that in Clearwater, did you?
Aye. They said if you stand outside of Hollow Rest and you want access, you've got to sort of gyrate your hips a little bit and wave your hands in the air at the first sign of the sun.
Huh.
Who told you that?
Oh, just some of the old traders from Clearwater. Can't remember his name. Magladev, Magla something or other.
Nothing so auspicious as doing a song and a dance at the front gate. Just watch out for the traps. Make yourself known. And wait to be let in.
I mean, you'll be with us, so I mean, Yurik's pretty recognizable. I mean, Grom is like super recognizable with his staff, so it should be fairly smooth, and we'll take you guys right to our glorious leader.
Cordex nods, and over the span of the next 20 minutes, you roll across the plains before reaching the well-worn track outside of Hollow Rest's canyon entrance. Flat ground, a multitude of footprints of wagon wheel tracks and beasts of burdens, hoof prints are impacted into the dirt outside. What do you all do?
I pull Rune from about my neck, whisper something to him, and he flies off up the wall in the direction of the gatekeeper.
Yeah. The dwarves watch in respected silence for a moment as they see Rune dive over the cliff face towards Hollow Rest. It doesn't take too long, 2-3 minutes, probably not even that, before you all start to hear the heavy rattling of chains being pulled, of rope pulling taut, of chimes and various other alarms jingling as the lattice work of traps begins to pull back, revealing basically a straight path through towards Hollow Rest. Don't worry about that for the minute.
Pulling up my combat HUD just in case.
Looks like somebody got a job lot of them and is not going to use them.
Ah, dear. So, as you begin to make your way through the canyon into Hollow Rest proper, you would see today's guard, another large orc, someone you would probably know. Yorick, toss me a name out. Give me something. Who's on the watch today? Who's on the silent vigil?
Let's look through the villagers. Vrogath is on duty today.
All right. I remember rightly. Yeah, I remember who it is. Okay, so this rather bulky orc, one who you threw around a week prior in the training grounds, is now on the silent vigil. And as you make your way through the canyon, you would see him just holding the central chain tight against his body, allowing you all to pass through. He'd give you all a brief nod in greeting before turning his attention back towards the canyon entrance. There would be one thing you notice, though, probably to you, Yorick, is with one hand, he holds up a single finger, closes it into a fist, and then flattens his palm face down, which gives you an instant sign. And again, for anyone else watching, that one individual, one visitor, or one incident occurred at the gate during his watch, or during a watch. Maybe not his watch, but in your absence, there has been one incident at the gate.
There's been an incident at the gate. Okay, that's all he knows. That's all he needs to know. Yorick's off like a fucking shot.
The rest of the caravan and you guys step now into Hollow Rest. You're met with the familiar sights and sounds of home. Waves, nods, smiles from the inhabitants seeing your safe return, and certainly some raised brow due to the fact that you've got 3 large wagons surrounded by heavily armoured dwarves and a large red beast of burden pulling your own cart. These looks of surprise turn from surprise to glee at the boon that has been brought back. What are you all doing?
Yorick's ran off to see the militia to get fucking answers.
Okay.
So near the gate, is there anybody around that isn't like the person manning the silent vigil above the entryway?
What, any other guards, you mean, or...
Probably a guard.
Yeah, there would be 1 or 2 who aren't on the walls or on the drawbridge. Sorry, not the drawbridge, the bridge itself. But there would be some who are positioned relatively close by, probably sat around campfires or just shooting the shit. Like a quick response force.
Eggle's going to head over towards them. Hey, any of you seen has a woman come through here who looks like she's been a little too friendly with a maul beast, and her face and all scars, lots of metal like shinies?
One of the guards turns around, strokes his chin for a moment.
No one was granted permission into the rest, but there was an incident about 2 nights back. Early morn, someone was awaiting entrance, and, we had someone running through the settlement saying, deny him, don't let him in. Something about Grom's apprentice and a choir.
And at that, Eggle's going to look over towards where Grom is to see if he heard what they were saying to him, or if it's too far out of earshot.
Grom's not hurrying anywhere, so it's still probably been
Yeah, Grom, you overhear a mention of Morgra.
Cool. I'm going to cast a spell,
Okay.
and the spell I'm going to cast is Message to Morgra.
Excellent. In fact, I have missed one thing. Put that up. There we go. Sorry. Carry on.
Yep, so just to ask her to come to meet me at the...
Do you mind just moving your mic just a touch closer, mate? We're just missing the last few syllables.
Is that better?
Much better. Cheers, sweetheart. I appreciate it.
So I'll lean back a bit.
No, it's all good. It's fine, man. It's understandable. All right. With it being message, you would get a response from Morgra, and you just hear a voice that is full of relief. Of course. Give me a moment. I'll be right there. Knowing the size of Hollow Rest and Morgra at full sprint. In fact, since Yorick's on the sprint in the same direction.
Oh, poor Morgan.
Roll me a dexterity check, please, Yorick.
Don't break my apprentice.
She is known to be somewhat, at times, a little bit of a klutz, who doesn't look where she's going. What's that say? You good, Yorick?
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, there you go. Sorry, headset just fucking... It's on full power. It just disconnected itself from the Wi-Fi.
So good. Dexterity check from you, please, Yorick.
A dexterity check. At disadvantage, because I have some levels of exhaustion.
Oh, no. A 5 and a 2. What does this collision look like? Bear in mind, Morgra's currently charged out of Grom's hut at the far end of the camp. She can't usually see a great deal anyway due to this skull that she wears on top of her head, and with her head down at full sprint, you also being at full sprint in the direction of the militia. What happens? And how do you come off worse?
Well, physics. I come off worse because she goes flat. She gets flattened, so she gets fucking yeeted backwards. But I go fucking trip over and go face first into like a dry stone wall and just annihilate it with my face.
You collide into one of the small walls, sending smooth stones scattering across the dirt. At that, there's an uproar from those around. Belly laughs, pointing. Some random orc at the back just shouts, "Hey, she fell over." Another one screams something about sacking a juggler. Morgra, face down in the dirt now, just picks herself up, looks over towards you. Oh! Cradles her arm for a moment. Yorick, you're back!
Fuck me. I'm slowly gonna dust myself off. Yeah. Yeah, we're back.
Oh, Grom, the just let me... I'll... If you're hurt, is the little one all right? Is he too safe?
Everyone is fine.
Oh, good. Well, if you're hurt, go see the little one. I'm going to go and report a few things to the bone singer. And without even looking, she back towards you. She just goes...
Before she goes to run off, I grab her by the arm and be like, report what?
There was a disturbance at the gate 2 nights back. Or just in the early morning. Someone demanded or requested entrance into Hollow Rest, and, well, the Bone Choir called to me. Felt like a warning, a feeling that I've never felt before. It was really, really unpleasant. So I let the guards know not to allow her entry. I hope I did the right thing, but from what I was told afterwards, it was a woman in a robe. That's all they could really see, hooded, on her own.
On her own? Oh. And he goes, right, come with me. And he turns round and drags her towards Grom. He's bleeding from the forehead.
Before I go back to you guys, just in regards to the dwarves, they seem to immediately mingle with some of the Hollow Rest inhabitants who come to see them. A few of the orcs and humans start crowding the wagons, looking in, seeing what's been brought.
Sapphire's probably already flirting.
Yeah. Kordak is led to one side by Sapphire's. She just looks towards you, Katrina, and just grins. Business is, well, better have a chat on trade now. And since I imagine these things are all coming our way, you won't mind me taking this gentleman out, Katrina, would you?
That's not my call. You do what you need to do, Mom, but he's got to talk to the leaders at some point.
Fine. Good, sir. When you're done with discussing your journey, swing by, and Saffron motions a hand over her shoulder towards your home. Come by and we'll talk business, Kordak looks towards Saffron, looks towards you, Katrina, and then Thea. I understand now some of the similarities. Hey, of course, I'll swing once I've had a chat with the old master of the house. I'll swing by and we can talk business. Hey.
I'll be at the farm.
It's at this moment you will probably see Yorick sprinting back, dragging Morgra.
Tucked under his arm, like.
yeah, under his arm, carrying her. Morgra's hanging like a loose sack of potatoes in his arm. Legs floppy, arms floppy, head bobbing around as he sprints.
Grum, I found your apprentice.
What happened to you?
What?
You've got red all over your face.
That's just skin.
No, the wet stuff.
He touches his head. He's like, dry stone wall. And just leaves it at that.
Yeah, Grom just goes like, yep, fair.
Fair.
Morgra.
welcome back, Bone Singer. Welcome. I'm pleased to see you all made it back safe and sound.
The visitor, Morgra.
Oh, yes, I was telling Yorick, robed, unpleasant, she knew our process to get into the settlement, but, I was warned. The choir spoke to me. Couldn't hear words, but the ominous, foreboding sensation, that just something told me that she must not step into Hollow Rest. So I told the guards, those on the vigil, and I'm surprised that everyone listened to me, to be honest, but she was denied access.
Grom takes Morgra by her shoulders, puts his hands on. Have you any idea what you have done?
Her face pales ever so slightly. Her ears droop a little bit as she shakes her head. I apologize if I have done something.
You have saved the life of every man, woman, and child in Hollow Rest. There is no doubts in anyone's mind. You will be the next Bone Singer.
Her head tilts to the side, jaw drops, eyes go wide, and you just, her mouth moves but no words come out, and she just slowly starts to nod.
I am very proud of you. And quite uncharacteristically, he leans forward and just puts a small kiss on her forehead.
She bows her head reverently towards you, Grom. Thank you. It just didn't feel right. I told stammering, she just motions over her shoulder in the direction of of the chieftain's hut towards Kargoth's abode.
You did well. Grom's a little bit choked up himself right
now. With that, whilst this scene is currently playing, Katrina, Thea, Eggle, what are you three up to?
Eggle is once this is all heard from Morgra. I gotta go see Varn. I'll see you later. And he's gonna take off towards Varn's workshop.
As he's running off, Thea's gonna say, "Ask about a shield. He should have it done by now."
Yeah, he doesn't respond.
Alright, so you're going to head towards the crafting quarter where Varn is. Okay. Katrina, anything else you wish to do before we segue towards Varn and Eggle?
Yeah, so Katrina, before they leave the entrance area, she's just gonna go over to the wall and place the stinger that pierced her hand early in the trip, and she's gonna place it on the wall.
Nice.
And then she's gonna kind of stay close to Grom, probably. She was gonna go see Varn, but now Eggle's gone to see Varn, so she's like, he can tell Varn what's going on. So she's just gonna chill.
Okay.
Near Grom and Yorick, yep.
With the main party heading towards the chieftain shortly, no doubt. Okay, Thea. Anything else you're doing?
Yeah, she's not going to get into anything yet because she just assumes that the farm is going to be in just utter chaos and it's not ready for that yet. So she's going to head to the chieftain's hut.
With the rest.
She wants to get that over with because she knows the rest of the day is going to be spent yelling at people.
Okay. Stepping into the communal crafting area, Eggle, it's already turned into a hive of activity, with Kordek giving the go-ahead to start storing some of the goods from the wagon, or at least just put to one side for safekeeping. Everyone's now in the process of unloading, stocking, storing. But from the far corner, you would hear a loud sound of sawing, of hammering, coming from Varn's section of the crafting site. It looks up, offers you a welcoming nod.
Hey, wee man, welcome back. I dare say all of this is down to you lot, huh? Not seeing the fucking crafters and the shit stacks, this, and the pack rats for that stack, moving so much stuff so quickly.
Yeah, they're doing their best. We're gonna have a talk about something. I think you should probably go there, and it's really important. And I don't want you to be angry, but and Varn gets sucked into his work, and like he's probably gonna be stubborn because he's a dwarf.
Yeah.
So Eggo's gonna reach into his pouch and he's gonna fish out the hammer and the other tools that go with his chisel.
Yeah.
Where
And
the
just hold them there in front of.
fuck did he get that? Wait,
It's important that you're gonna want to come
Wait.
here at the same time as everyone else.
you should not be having those things. Hey, I'll
He puts his hammer down and the saw that he was using to carve a
You
log.
should store those, and then come to the war chief's hut.
Hey, I'll do just that.
Puts his tools away. Throws a... not so much a tarp, but a large square of fur over the work. Just so others don't stick it in storage. And he follows you outside back into the main causeway of Hollow Rest, where at this point you would see Grom, Yorick, Thea and Katrina starting to make their way through the centre of Hollow Rest towards the chieftain's hut.
And Kordak.
And Kordak. Oh, yep.
So he's explaining it twice.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so Eggle is going to look at Varn. All right, I'll meet you there, and he's going to run back to his hut to make sure that there's no one there.
You would hear a few call-outs on your way towards the hut of... oh! Stitcher's back! Stitcher's back! And this call seems to echo around the camp and giving you the impression, if you dally too long, the mundane injuries that some of the inhabitants have incurred on themselves will be your problem. But as for the actual shack itself, there's no one lined up or sat waiting since you've been gone for a while.
Yeah, he's just going to pop his head in and make sure there's not anybody like with their guts hanging out or anything.
Yeah, no.
And then he'll dash back towards the word chief's hut, well behind everyone else at this point, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. By the time you catch up, the rest are in the courtyard outside having a brief discussion before stepping into the chieftain's hut. Any final things anyone wishes to do outside the chieftain's hut in the militia grounds before you step in?
I think because like we're not going to bring all of the dwarves into the militia, so all the warriors. I'll just be like, just relax here. These are the militia. Just get to know you, fellows.
Absolutely. It won't take long for you to see some of the militia start sizing up the dwarves. Can I take them in a fight? That sort of look. And you get the impression that it's not going to be too long before, though, there's going to be either a big scrap or joint training or something. Definitely something of a fighting nature will occur in the next 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, Eggle eventually catches up. Steps through the gateway into the militia grounds. Probably panting slightly if he was making his way briskly.
He's obviously winded when he gets there and stops.
Also, Morga's with us.
Okay.
I don't see my shield.
There are more important things happening right now, Thea.
Oh, don't you worry, you silly little head. I've got your shield done. It's. In fact, if I remember rightly, your old lass, your mother took it. She said she's going to use it as a plate and serve you some grub on it.
I'm gonna have to sterilize that thing.
Popping.
What are you?
Oh, sorry, no, go on.
No.
I'm about to say, there's a head pops out of the door to the chieftain's hut. A face that, for you, Yorick, would probably make you wish you could punch it. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Glad to see you all in good health and fair spirits, yes? Edric, shit-eating grin on his face, opens the door, drops his hood, and gives a half-sarcastic, half-welcoming bow.
Edric, if you weren't so fucking useful, I'd keep your head in. I hear, don't look at me, don't smile.
That smile grows even wider. Go on, Grom.
You'd better come along now. You should hear this too.
Judging by the fact that you've all just returned with a few of our Lantern Deep friends and the serious look on your face, I concur, Bonesinger.
Is the other one in camp?
No. Sadly, Dresk is away on a little errand still, but Kargoth is... Well, let's just say as soon as you arrived, he was made aware that you were here, so he's waiting.
Let's not keep him waiting any longer.
You all make your way into the chieftain's hut. Edric holds the door open for everyone, and as you pass Yorick, he just grins even wider.
I'm going to stick my thumbs in either side of his mouth. I just grab him by the side of the head. I've got a hold of him by the side of the head with my thumbs in his mouth. And I'll just be like, what did I tell you about smiling at me?
When you eventually release him, he just wipes his mouth and he tries to hide the grin, but it's still there. Not the shit-eating one this time. This is just one of just amusement. I'm terribly sorry, Yorick. It's just...
No, you're not. Shut up.
It's so easy. It's so easy.
Katrina deliberately steps very heavily on his foot as she walks by.
Ah, God, I'm so happy you're all back.
This voice then just bellows out.
Edric, enough! Stop taunting them all after their return. Come! Gather round, take a seat. In fact, Edric, grab a few refreshments for everyone. No doubt they have had the long and arduous journey.
Kargoth now stepping into the scene, waves you all in.
Morgra, come take a seat. There's no need for you to stand.
She does as instructed and plumps herself down right next to you, Grom. Vaughn sits in his usual spots, which is basically a stump in the corner. And no amount of getting him to try and sit in the centre of the room has ever worked. He just always, as soon as he's in this chamber, he just sits on this stump in the corner, and that's his happy place here. Kordek glances around awkwardly, just looking for somewhere, and eventually just resigns himself to his fate and sits at the main central stone table. A few moments later, Edric returns with several wooden tankards that he places on the table and offers them round. Various alcoholic beverage, I guess is the best way of putting it. It's not the pleasant, good stuff. This is the usual fermented godflesh mushroom ale. So it's pungent, it's bitter, it's unpleasant, but it'll take the edge off. And perhaps for some of you, it may be the taste of home.
I'll
Oh,
smash
you
mine
said
back
bank.
in one. Yeah.
I guess I'll have to get a few. You know what, Yorick? Don't trouble yourself. Stay seated. I'll get you the entire keg.
Yeah, just like stuck his teeth with it. Okay.
I push my tankard to Yorick.
Katrina, Thea, Eggle, what are you up to at this point?
Katrina.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go Katrina. We'll go Katrina, and then we'll go Eggle, and then we'll go Thea.
Katrina takes her portion of the food and kind of like elbows Thea and like stage whispers, "See, they have been working the farm while we're gone. Fresh food."
Could be better.
Well, that's really the cook's issue, not the farming issue. So just be happy. Never mind. I'm just gonna eat.
Yeah, it'll keep you from talking.
Shit.
Fucking hell.
She signs to Thea a swear word that is like just within their household. Nobody else knows what the sign means, but it is incredibly raunchy.
You'll see a smirk on Thea's face. She's beaming because she got under Katrina's skin. That's what she's doing.
Everybody deserves a win sometimes.
Eggle, what about you?
Eggle is kind of like nervous in the chair because like there's a lot of bad news that's going to be shared, and how people react, especially like Varn, it's a little bit up in the air. So he's kind of keeping an eye on everybody.
Are Sibba and Durek with us?
It can be if you want. It's up to you.
Yeah, they should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If nothing else, just to fuck with Vaughn.
All right. Are they brought in? Oh, so go on.
how about this? Like, we took Siba. I would say maybe Safra took Siba to their tent to like help her
Mm-hmm.
like recover and stuff. So maybe it's just Dirk who's there.
Okay.
What do you guys think of that? Isn't Siba still half dead? Where did we leave off with that?
Yeah, she is starting to slowly rouse from consciousness, but she hasn't received any medical attention apart from just the wounds being stitched up. So she is awake, unconscious, awake, unconscious. She's not in a good way. Because again, she's not. You've been traveling for 3 days, or well, just shy of 3 days, because you took a shortcut, and you plowed through the night. So yeah, she's still in shit state.
Are we bringing her into the chief's office in shit state?
Yeah, she can rest after this. Fuck it.
Okay, that's what's happening then.
So attached to Kordek is Yurik, and then supported by, I would say you get a couple of the nearby guards to carry Siba and bring her up. So she too is got a fucking full house. Okay. Throughout all of this, Siba has been conscious. By the time you made it back to Hollow Rest, she's started to brighten up a little bit. Again, still in probably great pain and uncomfortable, but conscious. Over the journey, Jurik's memory has slowly started to return. Starting to hold more conversations, and he is aware who Siba is, he knows who Kordek is, and even to an extent you, Yorick, he knows you. And there is still some signs of amnesia, and some words and phrases that are spoken are still a little bit out there, giving the impression that he still thinks he's on a journey away from Hollow Rest, from Lantern Deep for either trade or something. But slowly he is starting to come to his senses. And I would say, Grom, for you would notice in the short time of him stepping beyond the threshold into Hollow Rest, the previous glaze over his eyes has started to quickly lift.
Yep. The bones are having their effect.
Absolutely. So with that's the scene set. Siba is placed onto one of the more comfortable chairs just at the side of the room. Vaughn, seeing Siba brought in, would look at Siba, look at you all, especially you, Katrina, point towards Siba, start to mouth something, but then you would get the impression that he knows now is really not the time and place, considering the state she is in, the fact that she's at death's door. And even Jurik, you'd see for a moment Vaughn would try and interact to wave to get Jurik's attention, but Jurik just blows straight past him.
She signs to Varn. I'll if you have any more questions after this, I'll answer them for you.
He slowly nods, resigned to the fact that again, now is probably not the time and place for personal connections. With Edric bringing a keg and plomping it on the table in front of you, Yorick, he too now sits at the table. Kargoth nods.
Good. It seems that everyone is now here. So, This doesn't look to be just some little jaunt down south to check a shadow.
No. No, it definitely wasn't.
The fact
And,
that...
Need motions for you to carry on.
what you see here is the result of one of your little interactions that you had while we were away. Inexplicably linked.
Is that so? I dare say that...
He peers over towards Jurek, notices his attire, age.
You must be one of the elders of Lantern Deep.
The old dwarf glances across the table. Hey! Hey, that I am. The name's Julik Embervane. It's a pleasure to meet you. I guess that you be the chieftain of Hollowlest, eh? Argoth nods. Last time I was here was under a different, I dare say your predecessor. At least that's what I think. Have I been here before? Hey, Siva! Have I been here before? Weakly, from the corner of the room, Siba just waves a hand dismissively. I'm not entirely certain. You've not left. Now's not the time, Dad. Just... He nods. Hey, well, I'm on a bit of a journey, you see. A bit of a journey, hey. Thought I'd come here to trade with my lad here, Cordic. Good lad he is. Not mine. One of the others, but hey, you know that him and Seba, they'd make a damn fine pairing, won't you say, my old orc? You all feel the conversation starting to take a weird tangent with Jurek involved.
I just pat him on the arm and hand him, I pour him out a drink from the keg.
Oh, shit, what's all or less special, eh? Don't mind if I do.
He takes the mug, takes a sip. There's that face for the Brits among us. It's those who don't like Marmite when you do that really horrific bitter face. It scrunches it all like sucking on a lemon. And smacks his lips a few times, takes a second sip, and then just continues there like a baby with a dummy or a pacifier in its mouth. He's got this mug. Kargath, though, is one brow raised, just glances across the table towards you, Yorick. That expression of, what have you brought me here?
Just sign to him. We will explain later.
There's a single thumbs up from the chieftain as he nods.
So, this link between our new dwarven friends and an incident at the gate. Go on.
On our journey to Lantern Deep, we stumbled across a lone traveller. A woman. She called herself Javira. She was scarred or wounded, and just everything about her was wrong. Who travels the wasteland alone, We managed to interact minimally, and thankfully went separate ways. But upon turning up at Lantern Deep, we found out that she'd been there with gifts. However, these gifts turned out to be curses. We don't know if she brought them or if they were there and she knew about them. But she shared them out with almost everyone in the. It was wrong. Just everybody, just even children, looking at these little trinkets and like they meant everything to them.
From behind you, Yorick, you would just hear Sibba Weekly just exclaim, "What he speaks is the truth. This Javela, she was, at a glance, most were captivated by her, intrigued even. There weren't any others who could just sense something foul from her. But foul she was. I don't know exactly how or what she did, but she knew things about our settlement that even we who'd lived there all of our lives didn't have a clue about. And it was that knowledge that she said she found something or knew of a trove, a hoard of treasure beneath the ground that... at that, she just leans back into a chair, waves in your direction, Yorick, to continue.
Well, we got there, separated Durek from his trinket, and Grom gave him a protection charm, and that's when everything else went to shit. The withering coursed through the entire settlement. We made our way to this burial site only to find one of the other elders had transformed into a... And then...
Yeah. Grom?
Grom.
Fucking love that spell, man.
It's brilliant. I love it. Look into the smoke.
All eyes turn towards the center of the table where a few candles are lit, just to provide a brief bit of illumination, but the smoke coming from them starts to coalesce and form into what?
To the image of one of the malformed elders.
Legs that have been fused and broken and reformed, almost insectoid-like, black carapace that lines their back, the faces that have been twisted and malformed. Nightmare fuel. Grom, with you doing this, Kargoth stares at the image, shudders for a brief moment, and then nods.
I see. If that is the case, then what became of Lantern Deep?
Also, whilst this smoke image is starting to form, Edric leans forward, looking at this image of smoke that you've made. Intriguing that this was one of the elders, yes?
Indeed.
Edric then casts a glance towards the old form of Jorik, the other dwarf who's now sat delving deep into the tankard. What's the chances of our newfound associate there turning into... and Edric points towards this horrific image portrayed in front of you. Something like this?
0.
And you are certain?
token from the bones cleansed him.
Very well.
Otherwise, he'd have begun to turn long before now.
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure, and if the Bone Singer, our militia captain, and of course the lovely Katrina all agree and say so, then very well, I will believe you. Oh, Jedi,
I
how you
put
doing,
my
buddy?
faith.
So you go.
I put my faith in the bones, as should you.
And that's as I have. He bows his head respectfully. And there's none of that previous sarcasm, none of the wit from before. You get the impression that he's well and truly on board with having Jurek in the camp now.
Still don't like him.
No, of course not. he's a slimy bastard.
I like to think he's fingering his own bone charm that he's got.
yeah. Beneath his robe.
In other campaigns, he'd be dead by now. Sorry, go ahead.
No, apologise. From the back of the room, Vaughn pipes up.
So what you're saying then is that all of the other elders, bar from Durlik here, have become that, eh?
Well,
That and other things.
yeah. And Katrina will kind of move over to Varn and kind of like put an arm around him.
With a sweep of my arm, the smoke image gets broken up, and then it's replaced by other images. One person covered in the obsidian, one sort of with the molten lava running up and down their arms. In each different type we saw.
Absolutely.
That is the fate of everybody else.
Lantern Deep is lost.
Kargoth rubs his chin for a moment before slowly nodding solemnly.
So this robed traveller, the cause of the downfall of Lantern Deep, you believe her to be the one who appeared to us several nights back, yes?
We do.
Yes.
At that, Edric leans back in his chair, the usual sarcastic, shit-eating grin starting to climb across his features. Well, then, it's a very good job that I set a certain skilled individual to tail our friend. After Morgra here so vehemently protested entry to this lady, I thought it best to send someone out to understand why and track her movements. Granted, Drask has not returned yet, so I don't know the details of his findings, but, well, we all know Drask, in spite of being large, brute, and not very inconspicuous, he still is the most inconspicuous of all of us. Anyway, yes, so you'll be happy to know I've already taken measures to, see where our newfound friend is going to.
How long ago did he leave?
An hour or two after she departed from outside the canyons.
How many days has he been missing?
At this point, I would say nearly 2.
And in what direction did he go?
the last that we were made aware, towards Clearwater.
And did you tell him to come back after any particular amount of time?
Drask does what Drask does best. He comes back when he's found something of importance. I'm of the opinion that he's not found anything important yet.
Of course, you're not worried.
So, I mean, sorry if I'm speaking out of turn, but what we're saying is this one woman that you sent him to follow took down entire settlement single-handedly.
Yeah, what she said.
Kargoth's staring daggers towards Edric at the minute. Point taken, but I wasn't privy to the information at the time.
Edric,
Yes, Chieftain.
I believe you have someone to go out and find, do you not?
Of course, Chieftain, right away.
You should go yourself. There's also a storm in the south that you should go check out, too.
No. Oh, dear. Let's just bring all of our people home safely first, and then we can figure out how to deal with that piece, because that's the other half of the conversation. I'm going to be quiet now.
And as we come into the second potential part of this conversation, the terrible part, shall we call a quick refill a clock and break? Because
Yeah.
it's gone on sort of 20 minutes longer than we normally do for a first break. All right. Boom. We're right back. Oh, cheers, Durs. Appreciate it. Diesel, thank you very much for that 76-month Tier 3 resub. Make sure Jumplax dies first. I will. I try. I try every time. Also, Just Smith, Dark Jedi, Pocket Yeti, Ravon. Who else have we got in here today? I appreciate. I'm not going to call out the lurkers because they're lurking, because that's just rude. But yeah, welcome in. Welcome in. It's been a while since we were last here on Cradle of Ruin. It's just jump wig. I mean, you're not wrong, Bonecaller. You're not wrong. Has there been any decent quotes? Most of them. Oh, we've got a Lysander one in there. Okay. That's a good one. Does Desmond sleep? No, I just watch. Dear. All right, I'm going to take a brief 30-second. I'm just going to top up the old water bottle. So yeah, won't be a moment.
Back.
Okay.
I have returned. Oh. Thank you.
Welcome back.
What have you got to eat?
A kind bar with chocolate.
A kind bar?
Yeah,
What's that?
it's.
What's that?
Brother, what's that?
It's nuts and chocolate.
Okay, well, yeah.
Put his nuts in your mouth.
They're very tasty. A little salty.
You heard it here first, chap.
I sell them over here.
That work. Oh, ad quote. Damn it. It was quote. I put quote ad instead of ad quote, but does we're same wavelength. All right. With that, then I think we're all good. Oh, it's warm in here. It's the only problem with streaming when you've got, green screen, 2 computers running. It's fucking stupid amount of monitors. It gets warm. It gets so warm.
I mean, it's warm. It's been really hot today.
It's just muggy and unpleasant. I'm melting. Okay. First part, the information dump regarding the fate of Lantern Deep, now over. Kargath poses a few more questions just regarding how long it took. What were the initial effects? And I would imagine you explained to him that once the collapse began, it
was a cascade.
It was a cascading shit show, and in less than a day, literally hours, the entirety of Lantern Deep just succumbed. Scobsu with a 74-month resub, size in old. Yep. Yeah. It's 76 months, 74 months. It's some big numbers, boys and girls. That's a lot of resubs. A lot of money. A lot of money thrown at me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So, with the fall of Lantern Deep occurring so quickly, I have heard only few tales that have been passed down of other settlements that have failed so quick. All of them usually having third-party involvement. The fact this Javira seems to be the architect to this is troubling. Morgra, your quick thinking and action may well have saved us.
Kargoth bows his head respectfully in thanks to Morgra, and then turns to the rest of you.
Judging by the fact the Lantern Deep is no more, I assume this growing shadow in the south has something to do with it.
Indeed. Whilst in Lantern Deep, I received a vision. And once again, I swell my hand, wafting up the smoke from the candles. We'll have another smoke image.
As this image begins to swirl and coalesce, a horrific amalgamation appears in front of you all. And this time I will now leave the little timer up on screen. Anybody wish to... can you see the name of said...
I'm
The
only about
Titan's
called.
arrival.
That's years until arrival, right?
Sure.
Sure, why not?
Well, last week wasn't it the Doom Clock or something like that?
Unforeseen consequences.
Oh yeah, okay.
This image portrayed in front of you is of a gigantic creature. Part of it seems humanoid, human in nature. Others more insectile. You would see 2 feet like that of a human or humanoid. But then behind it, seeming to sprout out from around the hips, is a set of incredibly powerful muscular arms. Trailing behind that, you would see a insect-like tail, segmented, plated. Granted, colours difficult. I don't think there will be any colour in the smoke image that Grom puts in front of you, but you would be able to make out the details that Grom saw, that of armour. Immense in size. Symbols that you have seen before on Javira, that of sun. And what appears to be the spikes or large shards of something, perhaps glass, that have punctured through the upper half of this giant, monstrous god titan. You would get the impression that this is nowhere near as big as the Guardian Bones. Whatever creature the Guardian Bones was would dwarf this sun-cursed night. Roll me a... Go on, Grom. Let's see if we can break the trend. Give me a Forbidden Law check. You're back home now. You've got the Bones Blessing. Ten's enough. I wasn't looking for anything crazy. Is there any... before I give you anything, is there anything you wish to know about this creature that you've seen in your nightmare or your vision?
Only what it wants.
What it wants. Okay, perfect. In fact, you know what? I will give you... we'll go with that, actually, because that's perfect. As you conjure this image, there seems to be an echo from outside. The bone choir, the winds pick up, something calls out, and for a brief moment, Grom, you, whether through hearing words in the wind or just an innate understanding of what's being given, the Guardian Bones seems to give you the idea that it seeks light. Not in the literal sense of, or perhaps, well, maybe both. Maybe actual light, sunlight, torchlight, firelight. or also the light of life, of hope. That's what it's drawn to, what it seeks. Roll me an insight check, Grom. Alright, Morgret, you would see Morgret also just stiffen up at this, as this whisper goes around. And since Rayvon's just got an eye on you, I'm going to roll that again, and we'll class it as advantage, Grom.
Cool. That's good, because that was a terrible roll. That's even worse.
Oh, we can go for the same. Is that exactly the same roll?
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much, just in reverse. I'm going to say, with a 9, I can't give you too much, but you get the impression of, I guess, longing. As if the Guardian Bones is telling you that this is looking for something that it cannot have or cannot touch. Does that help any? So, basically, in a recap, it's searching for light, for life, but it cannot touch it. Therefore, in fact, you'll probably just hear Morgra then just mention, perhaps that's why it wanders. Searching for something? Or maybe now drawn to something? Did anyone mention anything about the Elder, or just what it looked like in Lantern Deep?
Go on.
I just showed what it looked like. I hadn't got round to speaking about the shard of glass.
Okay.
Anything like that.
Well, without a doubt, Grom, I'm going to say you easily at this point put 2 and 2 together. That's something that's impaled this giant god titan. Looks like glass, and with Javira using shards of glass, if she has more of them, maybe putting 2 and 2 together, it could be either from or linked to the shard that's embedded in the Sun-Cursed Knight.
We need to check outside the gates. Make sure there's no glass.
Okay. Maybe some farm tools like rakes will rake the entire entrance area. Wish you would. If anybody finds anything, then not to touch it.
Anyone we send out there must have a protection rune.
Just to put an idea out there, if we're looking for things, could not your little dragon friend fly up, get a better view from above?
He's certainly good, but if it's covered, he wouldn't be able to see, and believe me, we wouldn't want somebody catching a glint of something shiny, picking it up, and bring it into the rest.
I can help the searchers.
Thank you.
I know what it looks like. I can make sure nobody does anything stupid.
Very well. Will be a endeavor, but if this needs to be removed from outside, then we'll task as many as we can to rake the deserts.
Question
Yes.
for the DM.
Yep.
Do we have any birds like crows or magpies that like shiny things in the area?
I don't know. Do you all have birds in the area that like things?
Only ones that like to eat people's eyeballs and larynxes.
Just thinking, because if we got something like a magpie, they love shiny bits. And if a magpie picked up a fucking piece of fucking death glass,
Correct me if I'm wrong,
Could be
but at some point, wasn't there a if you see anything interesting, you tell us, as it was flying away?
Hmm.
Injured and wounded.
Massive battle axe scar.
Yeah. There might be some things out there that owe you all a favour.
yeah, but how do we get their attention?
Well, that's on you. You can either comb the desert and get their attention, or well, that's what I'm saying. As for birds, though, like little birds, probably not. No.
Probably not. Okay.
No. Good thought, though. Just putting it out there. That's as for the how you get their attention, that's on you guys. If that's the route you go, that's not a DM question.
Well, maybe we make something shiny to get their attention. Do we have a mirror?
I would imagine there would be some old.
Like even
Yeah, definitely. There would have to be either polished metal to a mirror state.
We have
or,
one.
Yep.
Sappho has
Sappho.
one.
Yep.
I'll just look at Katrina and be like, we're gonna have to borrow your mum's mirror.
It's above her bed.
like above her bed.
Well, it's just it's hanging on a hook above her bed.
You may need multiple hands to get it down.
It's not that heavy. It's just old and delicate, so you have to be careful with it. It's generally not moved.
Okay. We might need to borrow it to get some feathered friends' attention. Maybe they could help.
You are seriously considering drawing those feathered speak thief bastards back to the Hollow?
Yes, I am.
After all the effort we went to get rid of the fucking things? But... I can see your angle.
Yeah. So you don't need me to impress the direness of the situation on you, do you?
No.
Yurik. No.
Huh?
She's looking at Edric, but is talking to you and going, are we gonna need some voice boxes and eyeballs?
No. Ego, didn't you give him directions to that caravan?
I did. I don't know if they found it. I think they would if it was out there to find.
If they did, they owe us a favor.
Just saying, if they didn't get some of those things, and she looks at Edric again. We could give them some eyes to look for things.
He loosens the robe around his neck for a moment. I doubt it'll come to that, but point taken.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go gather up all the folks in the crafting area and tell them what we're looking for, and we're just gonna go get started out front because there's no time like the present. And if we find it, we won't need to do any of the stuff you're talking about. Right? Wait, am I confused?
No, just make sure they don't go too far. Just the entrance where she was.
Yeah, okay. Grom gave the whole party discs, right? The bone disc to protect.
Yeah.
So Katrina's protected. Okay.
Absolutely.
So she's gonna leave the conversation and go grab some people from the crafting hall that she trusts, maybe like 3 other people who are very observant, and they're gonna go inspect the entrance.
Okay. It's gonna be a crazy high DC because this is the very definition of searching
A needle in a haystack.
a needle in a haystack. You're looking for
Needle in a pile of needles.
Yeah, you're looking for a small piece of glass in a dusty, flat, barren area. So, I'm going to be like DC 18. Very, very difficult. Perception check. Or investigation. Yeah, go for perception.
I can't hold.
You'll have to do it from the actors tab.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Going forward, I'll make sure to put the old tokens on the bottom.
What am I doing again? Sorry.
Perception.
Perception.
In fact, I know there is some prompt things where I can prompt you just so you can click a button. That might not be a bad shout, actually.
I am honestly not sure how to roll perception from my character sheet, to be honest.
Go
First
to...
tab.
There you go.
Perception. Yeah, middle thing, skills, perception. Click.
Drugs.
A skill.
So the natural.
Oh, there it
roll.
is.
There it is, yeah.
Perception.
Woo! Alphabet's hard, folks. Oh, God.
Saw 20 there for a second.
Oh. There we go. We'll do this for future so it's easier. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we'll come back to that in a minute. So you would all see Katrina step out. She heads towards the crafting area, grabs a few able bodies, and with rakes and shovels begins to work their way from beyond
And a
the
sieve.
lattice work and a sieve.
Yeah, we're gonna shovel all the dirt and put it through a sieve. Let's try and find it.
What are the rest of you up to as Katrina heads out to start dredging the desert?
Thea will say, Yurik, I'll take you to show you where the mirror is.
Okay, so me and Thea are gonna go into her mother's bedroom to get a mirror. Nuts.
Question. Before you all depart,
Mm-hmm.
if this thing is indeed on its way, how much time do we have before it starts making its way in this direction to become a problem to Hollow Rest?
This sounds like a really good point to
Roll the bones!
Roll the bone with advantage. And I'm going to ask for... Ooh. I mean, this is really just... You know, a kind of a mix of insight, of logic, of intelligence, I guess. Yeah, roll me a just go with an insight check, Grom. A solid 17. You roll the bones, they clatter onto the stone table. You take a moment. Morgra leans over your shoulder to look at the results. Silence in the room before a quiet howl begins to echo through the chieftain's hut. You get a feeling of 3 weeks. Before it could start becoming a problem for Hollow Rest.
Bones indicates around 3 weeks before problems start.
And by problems starting, I imagine you mean that moving south, or traveling south, will no longer be an option.
Definitely not.
Then if that is the case, we either have to stop the thing, kill it, trap it, redirect it, or depart.
Stand at the doorway, York. I'll just go, I'll die before I leave. And he'll just exit the chieftain's hut.
With Thea and Yorick stepping out, Kargoth will turn to you, Eggle, Grom.
So, we stand and we fight. This shard, when it is found. Do you have any ideas on the origins or of any other methods we could use to try and combat this situation?
Hope.
Whilst I appreciate it,
Kargoth touches the scar across his eye.
sometimes we need a little more than hope.
Lantern Deep fell because they lost hope. We must keep people on task, keep them looking forward, keep a smile on people's faces wherever possible. The stronger we are as a people, the stronger we will be in this fight.
Well spoken, Grom. In that case, then, as Chieftain of Hollow Rest, I dare say it is my duty to make sure that those gathered here beneath the bones don't need to hope. They should know that we of Hollow Rest are the strongest, the bravest, and nothing out there in these wastelands could ever do us harm. I will drill the militia a little more myself as regards to this shard tracking of this sun-cursed beast, this god titan. I will leave it in your hands. And I trust, Eggle, you will be able to assist, yes?
Well, that's all I can do. Probably starting with our guests a little bit later, but I'm gonna go see if I can't help with trying to see if maybe something was stashed at the gate.
Good. In that case, I will take our new friends here. Leave the wounded dwarf in my care. I will see that she is fed, looked after.
Sibba raises a hand in acknowledgement. Kordek nods, and even Jurek, who at this point's probably got through 3 or 4 tankards of the vile ale, would nod. Well, it seems that I'm playing steward, so I guess we'll talk on what our dwarven friends have bought and what we can offer them in return for the goods and their services. Maybe even get them set up somewhere. You don't mind if I borrow your apprentice for a little while, Bonesinger?
You may.
Just a precaution. You've had a long journey and no doubt require a bit of rest, so rather than having you do all the formalities and the introductions of certain rules and, how to put this, customs, I believe this would be a prime opportunity for your student to step into the role, yes?
I have every faith in her going forwards.
As do I. And he just turns to Morgra, offers the usual shit-eating grin, and she just shakes her head, pales. The responsibility of teaching the customs now on her head.
And as she leaves, I quickly cast a message spell to her saying, if I didn't think you could handle it, I wouldn't send you to do it.
On that, the meeting with the chieftain concludes. Grom, no doubt you wish to head back to your sanctuary and rest.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's also a good point for us all to throw in a long rest.
Hell yeah.
in this week of downtime, this is where you would all spend time scouring the desert for this glass shard. We'll see what comes of that at the minute. And basically preparing for what's to come. One of those things, of course, is getting this mirror down from Safra's bedchambers. So, Grom, Thea, we'll go with you first because this sounds like it's going to be an entertaining little jaunt.
Yorick and Thea.
Yorick and Thea, sorry, not Grom.
Yeah. So, Jump. I'm thinking that mirror's been hanging there for well over 60 years because that was their grandmother's room before it was their mother's room. So it is there.
Yeah, it's probably, you know, with the humidity, like been kind of like with the chains rusted. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a beast. It's seen some things though.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, it has bore witness to...
You never want to cast animate object on that mirror because it will spill.
It just starts screaming and crying.
Existential crisis. The things I've seen, man, you wouldn't understand. Alright, Yorick, you make your way down into the crafting area. You met with the sign of home, Thea. Your rather sturdy, both wood and half stone hovel. Stepping through the leather curtain that acts as a door, you're met with Safra, who sat at one of the makeshift desks over in the corner, scribbling down a few things on the back of some bleached leather, using it like a shopping list or at least an inventory of goods that have just come in. Without even turning round, you just hear, "Welcome home." And she turns around and sees Yorick. Oh, Thea and Yorick. Okay. Didn't see that coming.
I'm not bringing him here for you, if that's what you're trying to get at. And is the house clear? Do you have any guests?
No guests, just me at the minute. I'm sorting a few things that were brought in by our new dwarven friends. But did you see the arms on that merchant caravan leader?
Yes, I guess it looks like he's carried a few things.
Why? I'm just imagining what he'll be able to carry around later when he's... how long is he going to be at with the chieftain?
I don't... For a while. Yorick, do you know how long Big Arms is going to be here?
You mean the village in general, or just at the tent?
Well, I think maybe she wants to dabble more than one day.
I don't like that.
Always
I guess,
business, Yorick. Always business.
A few days.
Ah, well, I'll catch you.
Something
Anyway,
gets settled in.
what brings you both here? In fact, why are you here, Yorick? It's rare for you to be this side of the settlement.
We need something. Go ahead,
Also,
Yorick.
that's not true. I got fresh ink done just the other week.
Was that just a week ago? Huh. I've seen so many faces since then. It all just seems to blur into one long... okay, so sorry, why... You want some more doing? Is that why you're here?
No, actually.
Yeah, Yorick, she wants to do you some more.
It was your sister that actually did my ink, but okay.
Keep it in the family, right, Yorick? That's not why we're here.
Saffron
All
just
right.
sat there, arms folded, eyebrow raised, nodding. Mm-hmm.
Listen, I brought Yorick because he has big arms too, and we need something that's kind of heavy. From you.
She just waves a hand, and that thing
I'm not asking for permission, just so that you know. We're here to take it. And it is your mirror that is above the bed.
May I ask why? Or do I not want to know? And she just starts casting a glance between Thea and Yorick.
I think it's better that you don't know what we have planned. Right, Yorick?
You two always talk to each other like this?
I need you to focus, Yorick. Like, we're here for one thing.
Yeah, a mirror. We're going to use it as a signal to get somebody's attention, hopefully.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, sure. Thea,
Why? What did you think we needed it for?
It's none of her business, Yorick. I mean, go ahead, answer his question.
My daughter has a way with words sometimes that can be easily misconstrued. And I'm just under the impression that, she might have finally found someone that could handle her.
I don't even know what that means.
She means sex. There.
No one has time for that when they're supposed to be working and making sure that the village is safe. Not all of us just lay on our back and do nothing.
Oh my god.
She's glaring at her mother.
What do you mean? Saffra's the chief morale officer.
She offers you that face, Thea, of if Yorick wasn't here, you would be in for such a hard time. That strained look, vein pulses on her temple, her eyes narrow. There is a smile on her lips, but her face isn't smiling, and she just slowly nods.
Yorick, we, let's go grab the mirror.
Okay.
The feeling of dread would no doubt sit in the pit of your stomach, Thea.
She kind of, Yorick would see whenever they get into her room, whenever they're out of her mother's presence, just kind of like a sigh of relief, like that the tension just kind of dissipates a little bit. Like she kind of feels kind of safe not in that room.
I know how you feel. I'm going to say we're with my sister. It's difficult to talk to her when she's gone full Amazon style on her husband.
It, sometimes and she's like thinking, she's like, should she open up? And she's like, sometimes I take it too far. It's my fault. This is the mirror.
Oh, okay.
What is it exactly? Is it a large, old, crusty, decrepit thing that's been hanging on the ceiling for years?
Yes, and I would say so, because they would have like kind of the raw beams exposed tent style. So it's being held by these rusted kind of chains on each beam. So it would be like in four corners where it's been kind of like where it has like hooks that it's being hooked on, but they would be it would be kind of rusted to the hooks.
Never moved. Always above the bed.
Yeah, always above the bed. It's been there for years. Years. It's
Fucking weird.
generational passed down that room in
It's the
mirror.
generational sex mirror.
Yeah, just like Katrina was saying earlier, like their mother before their mother. This was their room.
Dubious congealed stain on one corner.
At one time, it may have been an enchanted mirror, but that was destroyed with the withering.
No, it's a disenchanted mirror.
Whatever it ran.
Disenchanted with life.
It looks rusted, Eric. Like that we're not gonna simply be able to unhook it.
How
Okay.
do you wish to approach this?
I'll
it's like
take the
right-
weight if you unattach it.
You're gonna
Can you
do what
manage that?
now? I'm sorry.
I'll hold it. I'll take the weight. You find a way to unattach it.
But how much? Can I climb up on your? It's kind of tall. Like, do you want
Well,
me to? While you're holding it, I'll get on your shoulders. Like maybe you hold like.
Sure, I'll hold up you and the fucking mirror. Great.
No,
This is a great idea. Let's do this. And he fucking picks her up and throws her on his shoulder. Yeah. This is how we're doing it.
Are we gonna like? Are you gonna? It's right. It's above the bed. Like, are you gonna get? Are we gonna move the bed? We're gonna keep the bed there just in case.
No,
if
keep
it
the bed
falls?
there for
What's
extra
the
height.
plan, Yurik?
I'm going to stand on the fucking bed. I am
Okay.
8 foot tall. I can reach the stupid fucking mirror.
But I am not as tall as you, so I need something to help me get up
Okay.
there.
Get a ladder or something.
I don't. There's not one in here.
I'm gonna need.
Where's your mum? Go get your mum.
I'll go. Mom. Mother.
Saphra pokes her head into the room and just sees Yorick stood there. Thea on his shoulders. She looks you both up and down. A creepy smile starts to spread across her lips. Her eyes narrow in a smug expression. Yes?
I need a ladder.
Well, it seems you're perfectly capable of climbing onto Yorick there, so just unhook the thing.
It's rusted. It's rusted on there, and it's like at 4 corners, and Yurik can't get at all 4 corners. So I need to be able to get to the other corner after I hook those corners. Andy's kind of clammy. Like I'll probably. It's hard to hold on to him.
Rolling her eyes, she steps back into the main chamber and emerges a few moments later with a wooden stepladder, typically used just for hoisting things up into a loft area for storage.
That'll do. Can you leave the room? I don't want you to watch. I'm feeling very judged right now.
Mm-hmm. And she just, like a snake, her eyes watching you the entire time, she slides out of the door back into the main chamber.
Gosh, so annoying. All right. You hold the mirror.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to climb up on this ladder. And, what do I have on me? What if I can't get it unhooked? Hold on. Okay.
You need a
all
knife
right.
or something.
No, I got a dagger. Jeez. I got a dagger. She's going to whip it out. And then she'll climb up the ladder and start. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. She starts tinkering with it.
All right. In that case, let's go with a subtlety roll from you, please, Thea, and a athletics from Yorick. All right. Thea, you'll easily be able to whip round and remove the chains, but Yorick, maybe she doesn't do it in a way that's conductive to keeping it nice and even. You don't break it, but with a 10, there is a complication with it. So we'll start with Thea. What happens, Thea?
So as she's sitting there, I mean, it is kind of rested, and she's trying to, kind of lodge that dagger in there, and just kind of like, she could see that it's just chipped a little bit, like it's kind of coming off. Like at some point, like this mirror was probably going to come loose on this lower left-hand corner, and so she's like, well, I'm doing a service to her, she should be thankful. And then so she's just jabbing it and just trying to pop it, but it's kind of moving the mirror.
Stop jiggling it.
I gotta get it. I gotta pop it. Like I gotta get it in there and I gotta pop it out, and sometimes I gotta like jab it.
You know this thing's fucking heavy, right?
Well, hold it still.
Well, I would if you didn't jiggle it so much.
But it's jiggling because you're not holding it still.
I'm not holding it still because you're jiggling it.
I'm not jiggling it. I'm jabbing it.
What's the
There's
same
a difference. But if you, why don't you get like in the middle of it, because you're right at the front of it. If you get in the middle of it, maybe you could like hold it still a little bit more.
Yeah, but there's something sticky on your mum's leg. Just didn't.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't move further down it then. Okay, fine. I'll try to not jab it as hard this time.
Good.
For the sake of everyone's sanity, you spend about 10 minutes unclasping the chains that hold the mirror up. Eventually, Yorick, you begin to lower it down, put it to the ground with a heavy thud. Mission accomplished. Mirror acquired.
What next, Yerk?
Well, we could do with a polish, right?
Grab the sheets off of her bed.
No.
Start wiping it down, I guess.
He just grabs the mirror and starts carrying it out. It's like, we'll find something in the crafting hall to clean it.
Okay, well, you lead the way.
Okay.
With you two heading towards the crafting area, you would no doubt find more than enough implements to polish it up, clean it up. Outside the settlement, though, a different scene is unfolding. Here, Katrina has brought 3 trusted associates from the crafting halls to start combing through the loose dirt. What's this looking like?
Well, I put a GIF in our game chat.
Yep. And I believe I speak for everyone and everyone will understand this. It is Spaceballs. I ain't found shit.
So she's what they're doing is they're like, they talk to the guard who saw her and like all the areas that she touched and walked to. They're doing a visual inspection first, and then they're taking each area and like shoveling the topsoil in and then sifting it, looking for any pieces of glass or items that don't belong. Kind of like an archaeological dig. So they're
Yep.
taking their time to try and find this shit.
This scene, as it's playing out, would be when Eggle turns up, since he was also heading in that direction.
Eggle is actually not going outside.
Okay.
He's going to start. Basically, Javira is weird, and her shadows do things, and Eggle is thinking that even though she couldn't physically get inside, she might have had a way to move whatever she needed to past where she perceptibly should have been able to get. So he's going to start on the inside of the gate, like in the stones in that area, and he's going to just check like grooves and rocks and everything, basically all along the path out.
Okay. Let's do this. Eggle, Katrina, give me a roll.
Spectacular as ever.
The dice have been cursed this go around.
Yeah. That's pretty rough.
That 11 saved it. That had been a 10. Oh. Okay. As you begin your search, by the sound of it, this is something that you guys are going to be doing over a couple of days, with you having a long rest. It's not a quick process by any means, but whilst you wouldn't find the shard of glass, there would be a few things that would either be passed in conversation or that you would overhear, or again talking with, in your case, Eggle, the guards who was on, and for you, Katrina, with you being outside. You get the impression that maybe the shards weren't something that would be frivolously tossed away. You keep coming back to this thought that the shard was implanted in something or someone. For you, Eggle, as this thought crops up, you probably start taking a little bit more notice of people in the camp, whether anyone has, again, picked something up or acting differently, but nothing is brought around, no words from individuals in camp, or sorry, in Hollow Rest, that's there's a problem. You certainly, after the 2 days of searching, are both more than happy to say with complete confidence that there's no shard, nothing that has been planted in the vicinity of Hollow Rest. That, for now, any interference Javira may have tried to enact was thwarted when she was stopped at the gate. So you both can say that with absolute certainty, that Hollow Rest is safe.
I imagine they would report into...
Yeah, the ruling council.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I need to apologise. I mind blank all the time.
No, I had an alarm going off on my PC for something, and it when that happens, I can't hear anything else.
With that information passed down, so
Should
go on,
pass
Ego.
that in. Oh, sorry. I thought that we had open space. I was going to try to fill it. I'm happy to let you take
No.
it.
I was going to say with the information passed to the ruling individuals. By this point, Thea and Yorick have got the mirror cleaned and ready for signaling. Grom, is anything in particular you've been up to in your for the first few days of downtime since returning to the hut?
I've been trying to work out how to cleanse corruption.
Okay. You already purged some corruption on your long rest, I believe.
I'm still got 2.
What were you up to? 3?
No, I was at 2.
Let me double check because you should. Or is that a camp thing? Bear with me.
Might be a camp activity, or is it?
Oh yeah. So commitment. That's Haven activities, commitment. That will take drop you down a corruption level. If that's what you wish to do.
Mm-hmm.
What's this look like?
I'm just in my hut, which has a bit of the bear. It's built so it's got some of the bear guardian bone in it, with like a little sort of altar in front of it, and I've just been communing with the bones, meditating in my trance, trying to clear myself of corruption.
Yeah. If you want, I can take a step back from Grom for now and let you have some rest. Is that all right with you, or are you good, my dude? Yeah.
I'm good still at the moment.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Well,
Yeah. I don't want to. If you need to. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So with that then, commitment. You use your downtime to solidify the Haven's place in your mind in this broken world. You spend time with isolated members of the community, bond with friends, meet new people, learn what you can. Basically, you spend some time communing with the Guardian Bones, time in isolation, and you manage to start purging some of this external corruption, this force of the withering that for a brief moment seems to have a bit of a grasp on the back of your mind. With that, I am going to give you inspiration on the next Forbidden Law check you make. So yeah, anything regarding corruption or a Forbidden Law check about the withering, I'm gonna give you inspiration on that, so you can use that at any point. So make a note. Make a note. Other things in this downtime is Thea, you will have been given, or at least not given, but left in your room a new shield.
About damn time.
Can you quickly recall what you requested?
It was a shield made out of the beak of what is it? Was that an umber fang or an umber?
The worm outside. They
Yes.
were the waste prowlers. No, sorry.
Oh,
Oh God, I forgot the name of the damn things.
I think I'm getting it mixed up with because I think I still have Eggel's umber
Yeah. The Umbra Claw.
thing. Yeah, which was
Umbrasaur.
kind of made from that, the umber saw,
Yeah.
which she needs to give that back. But yeah, and she wanted like I think if I remember correctly, Katrina was like, let's put some protective like markings and stuff on it, and that was basically that Varn was kind of putting that together for her, but it's supposed to be a lot stronger than the shield that she has right now.
Absolutely. So yeah, it was from the beak of the fisherworms that resided
Worms, okay.
in the wastelands ahead. So that's I'll put it in your inventory later, but that's one thing that Varn has slipped into your room. Anybody else need to take a long rest whilst we're here? And is there anything from the Haven activities that anyone wishes to do before we go into what you're doing with this mirror?
Yeah. So after Katrina is done with the search and she's satisfied that nothing was left behind, she's going to do something similar to Grom from the, but I'm not sure which one it'll be. So she's going to kind of go to the center area of the camp and start working on her solo debut album on the pan flute.
Okay. Yeah.
And she's just gonna like hang out there for most of the day every day and like delegate her tasks in the crafting hall and just like play like the tunes of Hollow Rest, like the songs people will sing when they're harvesting, like lullabies, just all the traditional stuff that just like we are Hollow Rest. So she's gonna be doing that and kind of like build up morale, build up the hope of the community, try and make them more resistant to the withering.
Okay. Yeah. So none of that is a thing that kind of restores HP to the Haven, but we don't need that. So in that case, what I will do is, after the cat's destroyed everything, go ask. Yeah, I would say that should any situation arise where the withering may start affecting Hollow Rest, that it will lessen any rolls I make behind the scenes. It's kind of like, give the Haven advantage on sort of saves to an extent. Is that what you were looking for, or is this more
that
of
works.
Something you wish to do to try and remove some corruption on yourself since you're?
I don't have any.
Oh, must be nice.
Because I'm the happiest fucking human there is.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah, I would say with that, you spend most of the week just fostering the community, keeping spirits high, integrating the new dwarves into the day-to-day runnings of the Haven, and everyone's much brighter for it.
Oh, here it is. Encourage. I try to encourage the entire Haven. That's
absolutely
what I was looking for.
Absolutely.
That's what I wanted to do.
So yeah, in that case, then that's fine. Everyone is also under the encouragement as well. And because you're doing this as a long rest ability, I'll say everyone before their next long rest, you can add a 1d4 to an ability test or saving throw.
I knew there was something I was trying to do.
Yeah, that's great. So yeah, everyone gets that then. So hang on to that. Make a note of it somewhere that you have a 1d4 you can add to any roll of your choice, be it a saving throw or a skill test. Nice. Anything further from anyone before we go into the mirror scene where we see what you're going to do with this mirror?
Yes.
Go on, Eggle.
So, when not searching, and for a little bit of time after, Eggle's going to be seeing to the people who need treatment and just checking on them, and basically just talking over everything. And in so doing, is going to strengthen his bond to the community.
Yep. Get rid of some of that corruption.
Yeah.
Marvelous. Yeah, you busybody yourself around camp, tending to some of the minor even, wounds that have occurred, the odd broken thumb, the odd cut, laceration. Spend time and build up a bit more of a rapport with people in the camp. Granted, you're still seen by some in a dismissive tone, but typically those are the ones who haven't needed your services yet.
Mm-hmm.
Granted,
it's just part of life, so he's pretty well accepting of it.
The way it seemed to have gone, Eggle, is everyone's skeptical of you until they hurt themselves. And then they need you, and then they're like, okay, yeah, he's a good guy, he's a good gobbo. Yorick, anything you wish to do? Anything specific?
Yes. Some camp crafting.
Cool.
Now that we have dwarves in the encampment, they've all taken a look at my sword that was from their encampment, and to appease them, I've allowed them to do maintenance on my sword. I'm not happy about it. I'm like,
okay,
it still kills. What's the fucking problem here?
Sorry,
but to appease the dwarves, I've allowed them to fix up my sword, especially now that I'm an axe now.
So in that case then, do you wish to change your sword's damage type from bludgeoning to slashing?
Yes, it is now a slashing sword and not a bludgeoning sword.
Excellent. And in that case, since you're doing that, I'm going to... you can do it yourself. In the bonus damage, until your next long rest, you can add... Just put in the bonus 1 point into the damage. So it does... Okay. It's normal damage is slashing plus an additional point of damage. But obviously that's just a temporary bonus until... You've blunted it again. Thea, anything you wish to do?
She would go ahead and do some travel preparations before the mirror thing, just because she kind of assumes that they're all gonna need to go warn somewhere, like if they identify where she's headed, to try to get ahead. So she's just gonna go ahead and try to get ahead of it.
In that case then, what I'm going to do with travel preparations is I'm going to allow... originally I had a bit of a system plan, but I'm going to scrap it just to make it easier. If there is ever a point during your next outing that you feel you need something... roll me a D... In fact, no, let's go on better. Roll me a D4. Okay. I'll add. I'll.
That was so sad.
That was terrible, but it is what it is. At some point when you leave Hollow Rest on your next journey out, you can basically you will have packed something that will be useful in a situation. So if there's ever a time where you say, oh, we need a medikit, for example, or we need some rope, or just a general gear, at some point when you're out of Hollow Rest and you need something that you don't have on you, you can be like, oh, okay, actually, I think I remember packing this. And it can be pretty much anything in that situation.
Perfect. That sounds useful.
All right. I think that pretty much ticks the boxes on everyone for actual mechanical benefits of your long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Stepping out then, sometime in the week, the sun is high, clouds not in sight. Yorick, Thea, and anyone else who's wanting in on this, drag the mirror past the gate into the wastes beyond. What are we doing?
I would think.
I am
Oh.
probably looking like idiots spinning around in a circle to get somebody's attention. Because we don't know what direction they're in. So we'll do a couple of turns, take a break, do a couple of turns, and just repeat this for an hour or so every day.
But you're not. No, like it's gotta.
What?
You gotta angle it where the sun hits. Like it's trying to make a beam. You've got it. It's too flat.
You're flat.
You don't need to say hurtful things just because you're doing it wrong. Do it better.
That better?
Well, your pecs are like boobs.
Who's
Yes, that's better.
just for my own, who's going out with Thea and Yorick during this? Just Thea and Yorick. Cool.
Yeah, I want no part of this.
Yeah.
Let them bond.
Excellent.
Somebody may not come back, and it's probably Thea because he's killed her.
Okay.
No.
All right, so outside of Hollow Rest and the dry, cracked earth, Yorick stood there with this mirror. It's probably day 4 at this point, spinning around in circles with this mirror. Carry on, you two. Carry on. I was enjoying the bants.
I feel like an idiot. It's your turn.
No, but it's massive, like, and you're stronger than I am, so you should be the one who's doing it. And plus, the sun has gone down a little bit. You need to angle it a little bit more. Like, you've got to account for the movement, and you're just holding it in the same spot.
All right. Sun hasn't moved that much. We've only been here an hour.
It could move.
Look, if I
Look at our shadows.
If I
Look at our
angle it
shadows.
anymore, it's gonna be fucking horizontal.
I know, but look. Look at the shadows should tell you when you should move. Like, look, and she puts a little line where the shadow is. When it goes past, move it.
Change your angle. Okay.
Yeah.
When you just do that in the first place.
Well,
Instead
I
of
just
nagging
thought
at me like
maybe-
an old woman.
Well, if you would just do it right. Listen. This is like what? Day 4? Day 5? Gosh, it's felt like months. We just have to. We just gotta push through. So if you could just sit there and be quiet, I'll feel a lot better.
Sure.
Whilst this is going on, Thea crouched down in the dirt, drawing lines. Yorick, you're stood hoisting this mirror up. And it's at that moment, you are the only one who would see 2 specks out the corner of your eye coming in rapidly.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Then he puts the mirror down. You know, instead of just fucking looking at my glistening body, when you pay attention on that, huh?
What? Well, why are you putting the mirror down? If they're coming, like, do they know where we're at now? What? Are you gonna wave your hands? Like, pick the mirror back up.
So what if they fucking dive bomb me again, huh?
Like 2 speeding bullets dive bombing you. You see the unmistakable shape of 2 speak thieves. Wings swept back, beaks pointing directly at you, coming in at great speed.
Yell at them. Don't you talk to animals? Say something. And she's like shoving him at this point.
Quit it! Alright. I got this. If you
Well, say
fucking dive
something.
bomb me again, I'll finish what I started last time, you crooked big fox.
As these 2 giant birds come in, all of a sudden you just see, as you bellow out, Yorick, their wings just flip out to the side and they break sharply in the air. You just see speed go from rapid to just almost... If they could skid to a stop in the air, that's what it would look like.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
Tell them we want to talk. And then tell them, they need to help us, like, look for that lady. Like,
Why don't
tell
you
'em.
fucking tell? They've got ears.
Yeah, but they know you. They don't know me.
Both of them
We want to talk.
start to circle above you for a moment. You would see one of them turn its head towards the other, and they start to spiral down towards the ground. Eventually, as they about, I would say 35, 40 feet away, just at that distance where if you threw a weapon at them, it'd probably miss them. And they just stay there, batting their wings, looking down. And in an unfamiliar voice, not guttural like before, but almost melodic, you just hear, "You, red one, wish to speak, no more throw weapon. Sharp sticks, yes?"
Yes, speak. No dive bombing.
They both look at each other and then slowly descend to the ground, landing a few feet in front of you as they hit the dirt. One, a still raw looking cut to its wing, but it's healed exceptionally faster than what you would have expected. But bear in mind, these things are unique in nature, monstrous. Both of them, though, look towards you with human eyes in their sockets. And for a bird, especially a large bird of this size, looking at you with humanoid eyes, it's unsettling. And you would see around their eye sockets, it's stained red with blood.
Thea's gonna whisper to Yorick, I found the caravan.
That was good, right?
Yeah.
You, two, others, yes, offered location, new eyes, voices for us, yes. We remember, thank you.
Well, in that case, would you like to thank us with actions instead of words?
No.
I
That's
think
not
so.
correct. Yeah.
How about we make a deal?
They look to each other. There's a brief, almost chirping sound, but it's horrific. It's like a person trying to make bird noises, caw, 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 before they both nod. The larger of the two steps forward. Deal. You want something. We want something. Deal. Yes. Speak.
While you've been flying around out in the wastes, have you seen anything shiny like this, only made of glass?
Ooh, or say, like, that woman. Describe that woman. Like, so we could see, like, a direction.
Or a woman with anything shiny on her?
Yeah.
Shiny woman. Shiny woman. Yes. We saw small, shiny object. Glass? No. But interesting, dangerous woman is. Yes.
Yes.
Where? Ask her where. Ask it where.
You know, it's got fucking ears, alright?
Where? Where did you see this thing that you're talking about?
You want woman, dangerous woman. Yes. But
Yes, where?
deal. We have deal. What offer you?
What do you got, Yorick?
Next time you're in need of parts, a voice, 2 eyes.
Edric.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yes. We accept woman seen close edge of forest trees. Tamed beast, large beast, many legs, thought beast would tear her apart, but no, beast was burnt, dropped, and stroked its head. There beast tossed, turned, it did.
Is
Turned?
it following her now?
Beast, no, remain edge forest. Dangerous beast. Black. Shiny.
Does that ring any bells?
Yeah, shiny, like maybe that crystal's in the beast. Or are you talking about the forest?
No, I'm just wondering about the creature.
I don't know
Black
anything
shiny?
about a beast, but you know.
Beast
like
was
that
not
one-
shiny black to start. No, beast of forest. 4, 5, 6. And it nods its head towards you, Yorick. Like you, but 2 more legs. Arms, wings. It flaps its wings out. You get the impression it's trying to say that it's got 6 appendages now. And it's shaped somewhat like you, but much bigger, large.
Drask.
Giant?
Drask.
Absolutely. It certainly would seem to be of... I mean, that's a good point. Like you, but... not you.
So the legs happened after?
Yes, leg happened after she struck head.
She stroked Drask. Yurik.
You know what, guys? You might get those fucking eyes and voice box sooner than you fucking wanted. Come on, Thea. Thank you. Our pact is clear. Next time you need a voice box and eyes, they'll be made available to you.
They both
Grab the mirror.
nod. Shiny object. It points to the mirror with its beak. We take.
No.
No, that wasn't part of the deal. Yurik, tell him no.
No.
She'll hurt me.
When the slightly smaller speak thief, the female partner's just sort of pruning in front of this mirror at the minute, tilting her head side to side.
You can admire yourself as long as we're in visual range. Imagine they follow us until they get close to the
yeah. The entire trip back to Hollow Rest, you just got these one that the male speak thief would be in the air, just flying around, but the slightly smaller female would just be hopping along behind you, staring at itself in the mirror. And granted, these birds are, were probably as big as you, Yorick, on when they're stood on their 2 feet.
On their legs. Yeah, they got long gangly limbs.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So it's they're not sneaky by any means when they're on the ground. You just hear the entire trip back just thud, 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 thud as it's hopping and skipping behind you through the dirt. You wish, woman, from above you hear a call out. We can find her.
Well, I don't know, Yurik. They don't need to get real close. We know the direction that she's heading if she's at the edge of the woods.
We
I've nothing more.
find woman, you give shiny thing.
I can't give you this one because it's too heavy to fly away. What if I can make you a smaller one? One that you can fly with.
The speak thief on the ground lets out a horrific caw. So high-pitched it hurts your ears for a moment, but it's certainly a excited call. Yeah. Yes, small, shiny. We will take. We go find. Begrudgingly.
Tears herself away from the
tears herself away from the mirror, takes flight, and they begin to set off in a northeasterly direction towards the forest, leaving you the last couple of 100 meters to cart this mirror back to Hollow Rest.
I don't think we should have done that.
What for?
Well, I mean, if she found Drask and did that, imagine what she would do with those birds.
Yeah, but They know that she's dangerous. They'll stay way out of touching range.
Okay. But if it goes horribly wrong, it's all your fault. Oh, perfect, Mr.
Okay,
Yorick.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna let everyone know. You pick the mirror up, you're dragging it, you're gonna crack it.
Why don't you grab the end and help me carry the mirror?
Okay, all you had to do was ask.
This whole time, all I had to do was fucking ask and you to help me?
Yeah, I mean, it looked like you had it. I mean, I want you to feel independent. She picks it
hate
up
you
and
so
starts
much.
helping him.
With the mirror now being escorted by you both back to Hollow Rest. A plan, I guess, of action now in effect with the Speak Thieves to keep tabs on Javira. Information on potentially Drask, or at least something that she's done to the northeast and the borders to the Great Forest. Anything?
So
Go on.
yeah. Yeah, we gently put the mirror back and we thank Thea's mother. And then, and like a force of nature, Yorick is stomping through town towards the hut. And he's looking for
Thea's
Edric.
All right. You easily find him. He's not. He very rarely leaves the chieftain's hut unless there's urgent business. You find Edric sat in one of the side rooms. A few pieces of old parchment splayed out in front of him as he's once again just plotting as he normally does. As you barge through the door, he looks up wide-eyed. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Edric, a word, and I grab him by like the mouth and the head and just lift him out of his chair.
Yes, by all means. Where'd you take
No.
him?
No, he's just up against the wall, and I'm like, by the Godflesh's bones, give me a reason not to fucking kill you right now.
You want me to stab him?
Preferably not. Bear in mind, at this point, he's struggling against the the force. I'm not sure what I've done, or context would help.
You sent Drask off after that woman, yes?
Yes.
Yes, well, we just had a conversation, and it's possible that Drask got caught by that woman, and now he may or may not be a monster. If that's the case, I'm going to kill you. Okay, Edric? I'm going to tear out your eyes and your throat and keep them in a jar as a present. Okay?
Roll me intimidation.
And I'll help him.
Roll me intimidation with advantage, since Thea's also jutting him with a knife.
Thea's probably got a knife in each hand, like, yeah, let's do it now. Intimidation.
Yep.
For 19.
Pissing himself in sheer terror, Edric just begins to quickly nod. It was for the safety of the haven. I needed to know where she was going, what she was doing, and we all know Drask is capable.
Yes, well, I like Drask a whole lot better than I like you. And if I have to fucking kill Drask because she's done something to him, sure as shit you're gonna share his fate. And I just drop him and storm out.
Thea will spit on him and then walk out too.
you just would probably see as you storm out from the far end of the room, sat on the chair, Kargoth just watches you enter, overhears the exchange, and then just watches you depart. Does not say a word. There is a raised brow, but at the moment he keeps his mouth shut.
It's a little bit disrespectful of me entering the chieftain's hut like that, but fuck him.
We'll find out a bit more about that later on. That said, I think from there you would no doubt spend a bit of time just prepping the last few bits and looking to gather everyone together to head out. With that, shall we then pick things up next session with you all getting together to head out in search of Drask and perhaps follow in the wake of Javira?
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan,
Yeah.
Stan.
Rather than doing that. So yeah, basically, Yorick, you depart the chieftain's hut with Thea in tow. Start looking around the settlement, bang on Grom's door, find Katrina and Eggle, and where we're picking up next session. Where is this conversation going to take place?
Probably in Grom's hut.
Okay. Excellent. So with you all being pretty much dragged by your collar by Yorick towards Grom's sanctum, we'll see what happens next week. With that, I think I can probably say a long rest advances the clock.
Oh shit. Goodbye, chat.
Goodbye, chat.
Goodbye, chat.
Bye, chat.
See you next time on Cradle of Ruin.
Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. I'm going to head over to... Well, before I mute these up, put some something a little different on. Yeah, I'll mute these up and head up to the end screen. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for episode 10. We'll see you... what am I looking for? That. Aha! That thing there. That thing there. Yeah, we'll see you hopefully on Saturday for the finale of our Imperium Maledictum The Black Vaults playthrough, and then the Sunday after that for episode 11 of The Cradle of Ruin. A little bit of a shorter one this time, but I think we nailed the main points I was looking to cover. So, that said, let's try and find someone to raid quick. And whilst I'm looking for someone to raid, Vexing Cat, thank you for gifting 3 months of tier 1 sub to Pocket Yeti. I appreciate you, darling. Thank you very much. As well as the bits for your for the giant emote. Thank you. We didn't get a chance to do the farm is doing well thing, so I'm going to refund the points for you there, Yeti. That whole mirror thing was just yeah. What can be said? Probably the less the better. Oh, absolutely. I will certainly be kept in mind. Yeah, we'll go raid Mad Architect, who's currently playing through Vecna's Eve of Ruin. And we'll go and see what those folks are up to. I believe Mad was one of the guys who stopped by last time we were playing Cradle and showed a bit of love and support, so we shall do the same. So again, Vex, thank you for the support. Scobsu, thank you for the 74 months. I appreciate it. Deez, thank you for the 76 months. Callie for the 61 months. It's just big numbers. Big resub numbers. Ta-ta for now, everyone. Ta-ta for now. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.